93 Chevy S10 steering pump removal. Remove the battery, start with the negative side first. Got the battery. Alright, remove the breather hose. 7mm. The air cleaner. Hoses, switches, sensors. Label everything if you want. That's what I used to do it. Or you can just follow. You can just follow this. The Vecchi label has everything on there. Okay. Now we're going to remove the upper radiator shroud. Keep this line right here up, or the reservoir will drain out. See what I'm doing? Alright, we're going to move the upper radiator shroud. 10mm. Plug your ears maybe. I'm going to go beast mode on this thing. Okay, so there's 2 bolts here, the 2 bolts here, both 10mm, and then there's 3 bolts along here. That gives us, okay, wait a minute. No, we're going to remove we're going to remove the serpentine belt. Right down here, there's a 15 millimeter bolt, right? I'm going to go this way, and then this thing's going to go way over this way. So you don't want the bar to be right here when you start it. You want it to be over here. Remove the belt. Don't put your finger caught underneath it or it'll hurt. And hold the belt in place and let the thing back. See, I got enough room. If it stopped way over here, you'd have to push it back up, put the belt on, and reposition the tool. Okay, serpentine belt is out. Okay. This is a steering pump reservoir. This is a steering pump pulley, and these are the steering pump lines. Okay. Alright, we have to take the pulley off to get to the bolts underneath. Okay. So pulley puller, use that. Like 20 bucks. We're going to put this part around the lip, and we're going to pull it off with this. So we want this to go up here and to be up about there. Okay. Put these little pieces around the back. Actually, you want it more, way more up, like right there. So there's just a nub sticking out. And even more than that. You want it way, way up there. Okay. Put it on there. Tighten it. It will fall off until it's tightened. Like that. Okay. Get that piece. Fall off until it's tight. You gotta be careful. Once you get a little pressure on there, like I got right here. Okay, now it's not going to fall off. I'm just going to start removing the pulley. Feel it coming off. Okay, I'm going to scoop these up here a little bit by using the socket. And you know it's off when everything falls on the ground. I can see everything getting ready to fall off right now. I'm going to try to catch everything before it hits the ground. Yep, I got some of it. Alright, so the pulley's off. Pulley's off. I'm going to myself one of these. Little magnet. Awesome. Okay. So the pulley's off. Here's the steering pump. 3 bolts. 1 bolt here and 2 bolts back here in a bracket. 2 hoses coming and going from it. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to put a little pan in here and kind of drain it in there. Because there's no way to do, there's no drain plug as far as I know. I don't know how to drain it any other way than to take it off. Okay, so let's do that. So 3 13 millimeters in the front. Take them off. Check it out, thumb wheel, it's awesome. Bolts are off in the front. Now I gotta get the ones in the back. Right here. See, got this bracket right here. Even if I take this bolt off right here, the bracket's still gonna hold it on in place. So I'm gonna take the bolts off back here, the nuts off back here, and the whole bracket off at once. So 13 millimeters. Here, 2 nuts, 13 millimeters. They're attached to the exhaust. Okay, the thing is completely detached, except for the hoses. Now, here's my new steering pump. It's a refurbished one, okay? I'm going to put the old pulley thing on there. So I'm going to press that on there right now, so that way when I take this one off, I can put this. No, I'm not going to do that because I have to. I'll put that on afterwards. That's wrong because the pulley would be in the way of the bolts that I have to put on. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off. I'm going to wrap them with a towel and hope that it doesn't get fluid everywhere. Quarter inch. So you can see it. this one, 1/4 inch. Once it's loose, slide it back. Get your towels ready. You don't want to make a mess. Even though it's kind of hard not to. Alright, it's off. Oh, and I don't want anything to leak out of this either. So, I'm going to take this and I'll hold it up. Otherwise, if it doesn't get held up, it's going to leak everywhere. Yeah, so I'm going to hold it right here. And even if it does leak, I got the towel, so try not to make too much of a mess. Okay? I'm going to take this one off. This one has a threaded deal on there. It's going to be difficult. Okay. I'm going to have to get one to hold on this part while I do the other part. There we go, I got it loose. Okay, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. All right. Now, okay. All right. Anyway, take it off. All right, same thing. Take this hose and wrap it and hold it up and out of the way so it doesn't drain. Okay. All right. There's the steering pump. It's been leaking out of like this area right here. Oops, see, oops, okay. Let me get this thing out of here. All right. One pump out. It actually didn't make that much of a mess, so I'm pretty happy. All right, clean up a little bit here, because when I put the new one on, I want to, if it leaks, I want to make sure I see it, not that I'm seeing the old leaks from when I took it off, which is not good. So, okay. Now, where did I put that pump? Oh, here it is, right here. All right, new pump. Now we're just basically do everything backwards. Got little plastic things on here. So there's no little well, there is a little rubber fitting on there, but it seems all right. So there's only one little rubber fitting on there, but it seems okay. It seems not too damaged. So basically we'll just put this back on. And you want to get these tight. Oops, be careful. There's nothing in here too. There's no fluid, just a little bit. You want to get these tight because otherwise I'm going to have to take all this stuff off again to retighten it or try to get my hands around there when it is on. So. Basically going to do everything backwards. Everything. The last thing I did was take the hoses off, so the first thing I want to do is put the hoses on. Job. It's pretty tight. Okay, now I got this one, which is just a slip-on fitting with where is it? With this. Uh-oh. We got a little compression strap. Must have fallen off. Oh, maybe it's in the. Oh, there it is. No. I got one around here somewhere. I could just get a new one. Be nice to find the old one though. Let me look around here, see if I can find the old compression strap. Oh, it's still on there. It just slid down the hose a little bit. It's still on the hose. Oh, and I gotta take this little plastic cap off. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're just going to slip this one back on. Make sure the hoses aren't going to get, be weird and kink up when they get together. When it's put in place. Make sure you can get to the little knob on the compression strap. Just tighten it down. Once again, that is it's a 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. Oh, here it is. 1/4 inch. Just tighten it down. Down. Okay. Alright. Hoses feel nice and supple, so there should be no problem with that. But if there is, it'll have to be taken off again. I did the first time, I'll have to do it again. It's not a problem. Oh, one more issue. Like I said, I took this thing off, and I didn't take this off, so I have to put this back on before I put everything together. So I'm just gonna take this little. Let's see what I'm doing. I'll try to. Okay, so it's not nothing technical. Just taking the bolt off. Okay, do this here. All right. Looks like a 15 to me. Let's see. Yep, it's a 15. So. There we go. This is something I know about leaving the bracket on and taking it off on the other side. Not trying to take the bracket off first because it's just a pain and you have to put it on. You just literally can't do it that way. Okay, let me see. Something I didn't expect. This has a stud on it. There's no stud on this one. So hopefully this stud comes out. It's like 15 again. 15, let's see. Is that 15? No, it's not. It's maybe more like 17. It is bigger than even a 17, so what is it? I don't know. We'll find out here. 17, is it 18? Let me see here. It's a 19. It might be standard. It is probably standard. I don't even know if I even own an 18. So let me find a standard size wrench. That's probably Three-quarters. Let me see here. Okay. 3/4 too big. So 11/16 seems to be right on. No. It's one of those weird ones, I tell you. 12/16, it's not 12/16, it's not 11/16. It's weird. Hope it just comes off. Oh, yeah. Thank God. Thank God for that. Okay, so then we got, hopefully, got a little place to put this little stud. Right, see, yeah, it looks like it's the same place, so pop out this little green tab right here. I like to hold this up for you to see it, but I already got the hoses in place, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Just taking this little, and yep, it's got threads in there. So we're good to go. Put the little stud back on there. Tighten it down. Tight, but you don't have to go too ridiculous. This is just not something that should vibrate loose. Okay. And here we go. Now we're back to putting this thing. Oh wait, no, now we have to put the. Whole reason for doing this. Let's see what was that. Oh yeah, 15. I'm only gonna moderately tighten this, so I don't have to do a lot of legwork when it gets back there. But the final squeeze, I will do all the 3 bolts together so that it gets a nice, even pressure onto it. Okay, so I got my 2 13s, so I'm going to put them on back there. And all these 5 bolts, 1, 2, 3, all 6 of these bolts, I'm going to do all the final tightening all at once, just so it's nice and not jamming anything together. Okay, and then the 3